Mobile Office gives you the ability to run your business out in the field without a Wi-Fi or a phone connection. In this video, we want to go over some of the commands and features of a Mobile Office software product. So to start with, you'll notice that there are icons. You'll see the people icons are like your customers, employees that you may have, vendors that supply you material or they possibly work for you and get a 1099 form. When you do sales, you get leads. Leads get turned into prospects, and prospects get turned into customers. Now, if you look at your customers, I'm going to touch the customers command, and that'll bring up the customers that you have. You can scroll through your customers, find your customers. You can edit the customers if you want to add data associated with the customer. And if you notice down here in the right hand corner, there's an alert. You can set alerts to remind you, and that alert will go to your iCalendar or your Google Calendar, your G Calendar, to remind you of something that you have to do. And you can use this alerts for any of the users, whether they're customers, vendors, leads, prospects, employees, or vendors. Now, that gives you the ability to see where your customers are. You can have data associated with your customers. And the time card, I'm going to touch on the second row, the first function, this time card function. What this is good for is when you have 1099 workers that you pay and you want to connect this to QuickBooks at your home office. So when you get back, you may connect this, and you have two types of, you have a customer billing rate and you have the vendor billing rate. If the vendor does work for you, then you pay the vendor their rate, and then you charge your customer the customer billing rate for that vendor. And that bill is generated in your QuickBooks accounting software, which you can email or use the postal mail to send invoices to your customer. Now the files command, this is on the second row. I'm going to touch the files. It looks like a folder. If you have files, you can download these to your local system, and you can display the file, and you can have it on your iPad, your mini, or your phone, and you can zoom in and look at the PDF file. So this is good if you have product brochures, if you have documents, legal documents, whatever type of PDF file you have where you want to work with that document and have it organized. Now for people who have inventory, the stores command, which is this on the second row, I'm going to touch the stores. This shows you can have multiple stores. Now QuickBooks only has one item list of inventory and non-inventory parts, but you can have multiple stores with this system, and it'll automatically sync the information and update the QuickBooks file as needed. And what's good about this is when you're making a sale, you can check the inventory for parts. I'm going to touch the parts button down here in the bottom, and you can see the parts that are in that particular store, and you can check the quantity. And this is good when you're doing an invoice. Then you can see, okay, I have 81 parts on hand, I can sell 50 of them. And when you fill out the invoice, then that will decrement that item from inventory, so it's not available, so then there would only be 31 left in inventory. So let's go back and we'll look at the invoices. And what's good about the invoices is that you can generate invoices, you can take credit card payments. If I touch this button down on the right hand side, you can see that you can take, if you have a credit card reader, you can take a payment by a credit card, you can take a payment by cash or check, and you can email that invoice to the customer, to yourself, or to whoever else you want to email the invoice to. And you have all your invoices. Now you can scan the items and you can write a note. So if you're a service business where you have to go out, you're using parts and you have labor, and then down on the bottom, if you want to edit a note about the job, you can type in a job note. And then save that, and that will generate an invoice. When you sync to your QuickBooks, that'll generate invoices. So this is a brief interview for the mobile office, and what's nice is that it's very easy to use. You can look at the fields, you can fill them out, you can set alerts, you can change leads into prospects and prospects into customers. And I think that what's nice is that you have this running either on your iPhone, your iPad, or your Mini, and you can keep working even if you don't have a network connection. When you do get a network connection, then it'll bring that information into your QuickBooks accounting system. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call us at any time or send an email. And thank you for watching, and we hope you have a great day.